I'm gonna wait until people get in here. I want to know if you guys can hear me. Let me know. Can you hear me? And down in the comments, can you hear me? Wow. No, I did a whole, that was a whole 29-minute video with no sound. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, that's okay. Because I feel like things happen for a reason. I never question anything. Um, Anywho, let's go back. It's a good thing the cards are already flipped. Um, First card I flipped out. This is good because now you came in late too. That's okay because everything happens for a reason. It was something in this message you probably somebody needed to hear, okay, at the right timing. And I could have did the timing, the message too early for the person who needed to hear it, whoever it is, okay. Um, the cards are already pre-flipped because again, I just did a 29-minute video with no sound. So the message still remains the same. The first card that I got out is the thief. Okay, but it came out in the reverse when I first flipped it. So there could have been someone again who tried to take from you. And what I picked up on initially for somebody, this is a collective reading. So this could have been somebody who tried to physically take money from you, take your energy. Somebody also picked up on someone could have somebody child could have been taken as well. Okay, or somebody could have felt like um a child has been withheld held from them like through the court system, maybe from a guardian, a parent, or whoever. I also picked up on um a very older family. Okay, so this could have been in your region. Okay, wherever you live, there's an older family that's tied to politics heavily, who could have been obsessed with keeping you in poverty because it was benefiting them. They did not want you to awaken to your divine right, to some sort of inheritance, spiritual inheritance. So these people they do rituals, a lot of rituals. Okay. Whoever this older family is, I don't know. This is just coming to me. They do a lot of rituals. Okay. And this was siphoning your energy, your money. Okay. Some of you could have there could have been a an entity attachment. Okay, with this entity attachment, this is like with when you have an entity attachment, it can cause you to overeat, undereat, always be tired, or feel like you have it's either or. It's constantly forcing your body to go to exhaustion, or it's constantly making you feel like you can't go because you're exhausted. There's one extreme to the next when you are under an entity attachment. Okay, again, overeat or not eat enough, it's like there's no balance. Okay, over drink, over you smoke too much. It's something about someone performing some sort of, again, death magic, and it wasn't necessarily like overeating and fatigue. Yeah, entity attachments can do both, overeat and make you fatigue. Okay, and I'm not talking about just on the holidays when you have a holiday dinner or something and you just tired. No, I'm talking about a constant, just repetitive cycle of like wanting to eat or wanting to not eat. Okay. And again, disclaimer, I am not a medical professional. I am not a nutritionist. I am not any other sort. I am not giving any medical or health advice. Okay. All right. Disclaimer. death magic. So it's like the death magic card is not necessarily that they were trying to throw a like they well, it's not it wasn't like they were trying to like, oh, I want an instant. I want the collective to have an instant, you know, death or whatever. It was like they wanted to they wanted to corrupt your environment or kind of like cast illusions around you that you were in poverty. Okay. So again, this is like I was saying, you could be in the middle of paying your rent, mortgage, or things that keep you stable, and then all of a sudden you get an unexpected medical bill, or you get a charge on your credit card that interferes with your payment. Okay, you thought you were gonna have enough money to cover a certain bill, but the bill, some of it, I don't care if it was $2, it gets shorted $2 because something there was a charge on your account, and so now you have a late payment fee that you're struggling to overcome because you had a lot of uh wonky things going on with your account. Okay, I see a lot of y'all could be opening up a new account or just being very mindful of how you save, okay? Or something like that. You're just being more structured with your accounts because some of y'all could be noticing that there's a lot of funny things going on with with your money. Some of you could be choosing to just carry cash, I don't know. Some of y'all could be choosing to save, cash method or put your money straight into like some sort of savings account. I don't know. But again, there's a bond, there's a releasing of you being bound from a situation where a ritual was done over you. This is a person, this could have been a person, place, or a thing that wanted you to desire it most. It was like if this was a job, it was a ritual done to make you feel like you had to have that job. You needed to have that job. You couldn't live and breathe without that job. If this was a person, it was the same thing. If this was an opportunity, whatever it was, it almost wanted to make you feel like it was so desirable you had to have it. Okay, with the lust card, it was like, if I don't have this opportunity, if I don't get this person, I feel like I am not accomplishing things. I feel like I am low and everybody around me is succeeding more. But there's something about you having faith in your prayer life or having a divine ear, listening to the divine tell you that this opportunity, this person, this place, this thing doesn't define who you are. And it was like, again, it was like you felt like you were going towards a brick wall. And to you, in your imagination, the Seven of Cups energy, this brick wall was golden, but you've refused to turn around and see the green grass behind you. But I see a lot of you waking up. Hold on, y'all. All right. I'm back. I'm back, y'all. Um, anyways, I'm gonna have to make this. I'm gonna have to come back, y'all, because I don't know, something just does not want me to get this energy out. I do need to say this though before I leave. I do apologize for this reading, but I did previously, like I said, I did a 29-minute video. There was no audio on it. Something did not want me to say anything about this, but I am being led to talk about this. Wanted to inform you that there is definitely a change. Okay. There's going to be a change in your income. Okay, with this unexpected income in the reverse, whoever this is, this King of Swords, I think this King of Swords energy, the boss, but it's like someone is losing money. Okay, somebody's going to be losing some sort of finances and it's going to be gifted to you. Okay, and this could be, and it may not necessarily be finance, but some sort of abundance. But it says unexpected money on this card. It's being gifted to you. This could be payment back from someone trying to do against sort of death magic. And when I was talking about this entity attachment, what I was saying was, yes, it can drain you or whatever, but it wasn't to make you instantly just pass out and, die, you know what I mean. Um, it was to create an environment to make you unstable so you would willingly give up. Okay, if that makes sense for y'all. Okay. It was to create something, create an unstable environment. Okay. You found your self love is their karma. Your self love is the karma. Keep taking care of yourself. Okay. Get up every day, do your hair, brush your teeth, put on some, I had to go down the list, make sure you take care of yourself. Okay. Do the best you can to show up for yourself because that's the ultimate payback because someone was for sure that them setting you up, taking your money from you, putting you in, you know, I heard playing with your credit score earlier, playing with your credit score, which wasn't qualifying you to have access to certain homes and opportunities that you needed, homes, cars, or things that you deserve to have. Okay. I feel like that was manipulated for some of y'all. Some of y'all where y'all live, y'all don't have to have worry about a credit score. But in America, we thrive off of credit score, right? So it was like somebody was playing with your credit score. You could have noticed like all of a sudden your credit score is dipping and you really haven't had any major changes or purchases, but it was dipping more than usual. Okay. Ooh, and I feel like when I started talking about that is when audio and everything, like I realized, I think right after I said something like that, that's when Nor came in the comments like I can't hear your audio. Uh, Um, And then now I'm saying it and I'm coughing. And I said it then and I was coughing. So it's something about y'all need to pay attention to y'all credit score. It's something about manipulation around your credit score. And as you know, that is something that you cannot control. You can try your best, when it comes to paying things on time, but it's something about a tweaking. Okay. Mhm. False narrative. What's this false narrative? Yeah, it's like don't believe everything you've heard, you see. Mm, commitment, evil eye. Again, I said this in my previous reading. Some of y'all are in a devoted connection. Some of y'all are in a very healthy relationship. I'm not that reader that's gonna come on here and be like, um, you know, yeah, some people do have baby mama, baby daddy issues. Some people do have cheating spouses, and some people are going through a divorce. Okay, that is, and this is because you have the actual proof. Okay, it has been shown to you time and time again. But when we talk about delusion and we talk about anxiety, and your partner is showing up for you, and your partner is coming home to you, and your partner isn't on drugs or alcohol, and your partner doesn't have some sort of addiction to slipping around or whatever this is. When we talk about things like that, that you can physically see with your own two eyes that this person is dedicated to you, Then we get into self sabotage. I have to bring it up because there's something about there was an evil eye projected onto you to make you have self sabotage, to sabotage a connection. Somebody wanted to put negative, somebody wanted to funnel negative energy towards you and to skew your thought of your person. This could have been somebody who you think highly of, but somebody wanted to tear down some sort of commitment for you. But not only does not have to be a commitment in a relationship, this could be something that was actually good for you, a good opportunity that's in front of you. And someone could be telling you, you could have people in your ear telling you, well, you didn't go to school for that. So why would you want to do that? Or that's a male dominated field. Why would you want to do that? Or that's a female dominated field. Why would you want to do that? Or, your parents wouldn't approve of that. Or it's something like people trying to have control over your destiny. Okay. Or convince you to give up on something that it's going to be actually good for you and healthy for you. Okay, somebody could have wanted you to leave a person who was good for you. This doesn't necessarily have to be a commitment to somebody who you're attracted to. This could be a friendship. You can have good, solid friends around you, and you can have, these low vibrational thoughts in your brain telling you, "Oh, this person's trying to attack you, or this person don't care about you. They're not there for you." You know, you can have jealous friends, but you're ascending. Yeah, look, ascension. You're ascending, so you're aware. You are aware. You're aware that you have to block out all of those thoughts, all of those people that try to tear you away from something that was making you happy. You got a lot of jealous, y'all had a lot of jealous and envious energy around you that wanted to stop you from this path that you were on, this path of greatness. Okay. This path of, if for some of y'all, bossing up with a partner, okay, some sort of divine couple, some sort of something that was going to be like a power couple or a power play. Okay, something you were going to commit yourself to be, and it was going to be a power move. Okay, somebody wanted to talk you out of it, or you had this false narrative that you can't have this. Okay, because maybe your parents didn't have it, or their parents didn't have it. It was almost as if it wasn't going to happen for you. Okay, somebody you could have came from a long line of single women who were broken, and somebody expected the same for you. It was almost as if someone said, "Oh, well, we come from a line of broken women. You're supposed to be broken too." Or we came from a line of deadbeat dads. You're supposed to be one too. Or we came from a line of drug addicts. You're supposed to be one too. Alcoholics. You're supposed to be one too. Where's your fear? This is like all of these like demons, low vibrational energies that were trying to, again, saturate your brain with nonsense. All right, occupation, destruction in the reverse, divination in the reverse, abandonment upright. So I really feel like for some of you, you're choosing to you're choosing to walk away. Okay, you're choosing to abandon some sort of job. Some of you could have walked off a job. Okay, left a job, left a certain field of work, left something, again, not necessarily, it didn't necessarily have to be an occupation, but this could be the thought of, for some of you, like, this is a medical professional, so this could be like you detaching away from the thoughts of, you know, I have bad health, things are going bad for me, I don't know how I'm gonna get myself out of the situation. This is you picking yourself back up, reclaiming your health, and actively doing something about it. Okay. Um, Again, I'm not a medical professional and I'm not giving you medical advice. But also this could be you saying, I'm leaving this place, I'm leaving this job, I'm leaving something that felt like a job that felt hard on me. It was never pleasing me. It did not fulfill me. It did not give me any happiness. So you abandoned it. You turned your back on it. Okay. And it was causing a lot of destruction in your life. And now you're seeing the facade that there was, again, magic. It was magic. It was evil eye. It was something that was telling you that you had to go through this destruction. You needed this career. You needed to get that degree. You needed to, and some of y'all have a degree, that's fine. Okay. I have one too, but it's like you don't have to feel like, for some of you, that's not your path. And you need to be okay with that. Okay. For some of you, all you need to do is go to a trade school. If that's what makes you happy, that's what makes you happy. For some of you, a high school diploma, maybe you felt like you had to go out and get money first. You had to do what you had to do first. And that high school diploma is going to come last. That education had to come last for you. Okay. But going towards it at that time wasn't what worked for you, but it got you to where you are. Okay. Doing things for some of you, people told you you were going the wrong way, and for some of you, you probably were going the wrong way, but I feel like at that time you had to do what you had to do, and this is what is going to create your success story. Okay. But for some of you, it's like people were planting seeds in your brain telling you if you weren't going in a certain direction, you were going in the wrong direction. I don't know if that makes sense for some of you, but I hope it does. Okay. But whatever it is, it was draining you. Okay. It was depleting you. You weren't happy. If this was a relationship, it was like, I'm tired. Some of y'all could have felt like I'm seeing somebody who was a feminine working in masculine energy. You were overworking. I'm hearing overtime. Okay. Somebody was doing like almost close to 100 hours on a paycheck. Tired. Okay. Because you had to be mom and dad, or you just felt like you didn't have that stability. Some of y'all could feel alone. Maybe some of y'all don't have people you can call on and depend on, so you have to work like that. Okay, but I'm seeing some of y'all saying, you know what, I'm gonna put my faith in this, and whatever happens happens. I'm not going to take myself out overworking myself. But I feel like for some of you, some unexpected money comes in to put you in that mindset because you prayed for it, which helps you slow down from overworking. Yeah. Somebody is a star seed in the reverse, and it's a concern. Somebody who fell from grace, somebody around you who um is ungodly, is concerned about you. All right. Concerned about your relationship, you leaving it. Oof. Okay. Yeah. Gift and rich girl in the reverse. Somebody oof, and with the abundance. Phew, oof. And then Ice King fell out. Yeah. Somebody, this could be take it how it resonates. This could be a male or female. Ice King energy. Okay. I feel like for some of you with this Ice King in abundance, if you're a masculine energy, you're pretty much you're focused. You're blocking out the distractions. You don't care if it's your mama, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your grandma, your whoever. Okay. You love them, but you're determined. Okay. Mama could be calling you, sister can be calling you, brother can be calling you, kids can be calling you, but you're focused. You're focused on building some sort of empire. Okay. You're focused on building, for some of you, you could have a YouTube channel, or you could be doing some social media content as well, but you're focused. You're stacking your coins. You're letting your bank account build. You're cutting off emotions at this time. You're not overly emotional. Somebody could have tried to use that against you at one point, saying that you were, too emotionally invested in a situation. I heard, how dare they? I mean, I feel like, how dare they? Somebody was downplaying you because you cared. Okay. But then when you stopped caring, you started getting the respect that you deserved. Yeah. You started to realize that the more you stay away, the less they can talk about. But the more you care, the more they didn't care about you, whoever this is. So this is what forced you to go towards your money. This is what forced you to go towards some sort of abundance. Some of you could be getting like a brand new nice car. Okay. Some of you could be starting a business. You could be a business owner. Your business could be doing very well. Okay. Or you're going to be restructuring, rebranding. Okay. Some of you could be thinking about, again, just cutting out the world and focusing on your money. This is what you did. Anyways, again, there's somebody who fell from grace, a star seed in a reverse, who's very concerned about you and what you have, your gifts and your abilities and what you have going on. This person could be struggling financially with the rich girl in the reverse. Tell me more about this star seed in the reverse. I'm going to go to the, tell me more about this. I want to, so this star seed in reverse, they see that you're a rising star. Okay. They see that you have some sort of anointing. They see that you have some sort of gift. Somebody's concerned that you're going to dominate a field. Somebody's concerned with your gifts. Somebody knows that you have some sort of gifts, some sort of ability. Some of you, again, some of you could be psychics and intuitives. Some of you know that some of you are empaths. Some of you really listen to your intuition strongly, and it's been paying off. Okay, especially with this abundance. Something's been paying you out very well by listening to that feeling your body's telling you. Again, and this is what people are concerned about. They're concerned about you dominating and taking over and becoming and living in your birthright and being the star that the divine and that God always that God deemed you to be. Okay. This is like you're unstoppable. Yeah. Opposition. What about the opposition? They get me awaken. Yeah, your opposition is now awakened. They're seeing now that you are special in your own right. Again, if I set up traps for this person to fail, but somehow they maneuver and go a different way and still succeed, it's something about this person. We need to try to figure out what's going on with this person. I'm seeing a tell-all book. Somebody might be writing a book, okay, or a manuscript or a guide to be successful. Okay, or you could be doing a playbook, videos. You could be showing people the way. You could have like a subscription or something people can pay into to get guidance from you, okay? A membership or something like that where you're showing people like the way, okay? And however that looks, that's going to be different for all of you. You're going to be doing that because people are going to awaken that you are a star. I feel like you might be behind the scenes, but I heard you're going to produce. Some of y'all could be a producer, okay? Or you could be producing something, okay? Ancestors, your ancestors are here. Ooh, they want to let you know that you are being healed and you should be happy about it. Right now, it's time. Oh, what's behind that? The love spell has been broken. Oh, and what I feel like the love spell has been broken. When I say the love spell has been broken, it doesn't necessarily have to be a love spell towards a person. Somebody didn't necessarily have to put a love spell on you, but some of you could be going through a divorce. Okay, um, some of you could be going through a major breakup, or you're realizing like I need to heal myself, and I invested too much into a relationship that wasn't pouring back into me, and now you're happy. You're coming out on the other end happy. Okay, but for some of you, this is like a spell that was put over you or something that was casted over you to make you not have self-love. Okay, to give up on yourself. It's like you're healing that. And this is what's going to cause you bliss. This is like now you're showing up for yourself when you didn't before because you had so many obstacles that people were throwing at you. Low vibrational entities was trying to throw all of these different obstacles in your way, collectives. Like they were trying to make you feel like I saw imprisonment, like yeah, imprison you. Okay. They wanted to make you feel like you were confined. You could have literally felt like you were blocked. You were stuck for a very, very long time. Okay. And you could have been coming on YouTube looking at readers, trying to find a way out. Okay. Trying to find different readers or going to get I heard Reiki healing, or I don't know, you could have went to different metaphysical shops. Some of you could have tapped into divination and got into, reading tarot cards and oracle cards and buying certain candles and oils and stuff. You were trying to find a way out. But the overall energy was, or the end of it, what you found out in the end was everything that you were looking for to try to unblock you. Let me rephrase that. The secret that you were looking for to unblock you was always within you. And it just required you to show up for yourself. It just required you to say, no, I'm not going to have that drink today. No, I'm not going to smoke that today. No, I'm not going to call him today. No, yeah, I'm going to cut my mama off. Yeah, I'm going to cut my daddy off. Yeah, I'm going to cut my cousin off. Yeah, I'm going to leave this job. They can kiss my ass. Y'all excuse my French. Okay. It's just a metaphorical way when people say curse words. Okay. Blocked. I told y'all felt blocked. You felt like you ain't had no access. You felt like doors was closing on you back to back to back. But it was like the divine stepped in and said, "No, you're thinking too small. You're thinking way too small." You need to wake up. You need to see how powerful you are. The people around you, they wanted to lower your vibration. Again, they wanted you to see good. They wanted you to do good, but not better than them. They wanted you to stay on their level because they knew the power that you held. They were literally, some of y'all, again, this death magic was people, and this entity attachment was people literally trying to suck the life out of you, calling you with their problems or ask, require, feeling, making you feel like you are required to show up for them. Okay. Not having the choice to say, I'm busy right now, or no. Okay. Or I can't come in today, or I don't want to do this today. Okay. But the divine stepped in and gave you the free will to be able to do this. Okay. You have a divine masculine. Imprisonment, enamored. Hmm. Let's say end of the road. I'm gonna do a few more. This is going into a different reading. Protection. Clarify this enamor card, please. What's this enamor? Please clarify enamor. Manifestation in the reverse. Why is manifestation here in reverse? Real love. This it says real love with high honor. You're gonna, so what I'm feeling like is this is gonna be the end of this reading. What I feel like and what's coming through in this energy, some of you, if you haven't found love, expect love to come to you. Some of y'all could be in love with somebody who's, this ain't gonna be for everybody. Some of y'all could be in love with somebody who's imprisoned in some way or feels trapped in some way, or somebody could be away in the military because this high honor card is coming through right here. Some of you could have a spouse that is a retired veteran or in the military. This person has you found real love with this person. Okay, you could have been with this person for many years for some of y'all, and spirit is coming through to tell you that this connection is protected. Okay, also this could be a man in uniform. This could be a police officer, a firefighter, someone who works in EMS. Okay, somebody who services the community or services the country in some way. Some of you could be, this could be you. Somebody could be in love with you. Okay, somebody thinks you're beautiful, but they feel blocked, like they can't come to you. If you're a female, this is like a masculine energy who can't come towards you, probably because of their job or because maybe you're already in a connection, but they just think you're beautiful. Somebody just probably has a crush on you. Anyways, if you've been concerned about, for some of you, if you're in a relationship and you've been concerned about if you're a female and you're in a relationship and you've been concerned about women, being with your man, or your man being not being around you, or feeling like, you know, your man is going to go to prison, or your man is facing some jail time, there's protection over him. Okay. I don't know who that is for. Somebody could be facing some charges, but this person is protected. This person is very truthful. So this is somebody who may have gotten themselves in a situation, who could be facing some major prison time, but they are an honest person. Regardless of what the picture, how the picture is being painted of them, they made mistakes, but in all, they did it. They're an honorable person. You ever seen that movie where there's like, I don't know if it's called Den of Thieves, or but there's different movies where there's like a group of bank robbers, right? Who go in and they rob the bank or whatever. But then you got that one who um ends up, they get away in the end, but they end up giving the money to charity, or they end up giving the money to somebody in need. It's like, yeah, you did that. You shouldn't have. The act was wrong, but the intentions behind it, you did it for a good reason. I don't know what movie I saw, but I think it was recent. I just saw a new movie. I can't think of it, the name of it. It had Kiki Palmer in it. This is that energy. Like she went in on this mission to do this heist, but it was to get medical care for her dying parent or something like that. Okay, it's giving me that energy. Okay, anyways, You have a real some of y'all, again, I'm telling y'all, some of y'all have real love around you. You have people who really love you. Okay. You could be having you could have a father or a grandfather who was in the military who passed away. This person is watching over you and this person is sending a message of love to you. They're proud of you. You're making them very proud. If this is, or this could be a mother, okay? I'm also hearing, I don't know if it's somebody, this is Navy SEAL. Okay. I don't know who's in the Navy. Okay. Um, but let's get back to the let's get back to here. Um, I have to I have to tell spirit, like, let's go back. Let's not, I don't want to do mediumship readings right now. I don't want to do a medium reading right now. Your divine masculine is protected. The divine, the masculine side of you is protected. Again, some of y'all are going to be experiencing real love. I'm not here to tell y'all what y'all want to hear. I'm here to tell y'all the truth. Some people get on here and they want to, they have their own trauma in relationships, and I kind of feel like they can project it onto a lot of you viewers, and they can tell you, there's no, somebody, the energy that I'm feeling, I'm very like neutral when it comes to things. And what I'm feeling is a very high vibration. It's a lot of hearts right here. I feel like there's a lot of love around you. A lot of, for some of you, there's a lot of love, a lot of support. For some of you, I'm seeing like um somebody thinks you're very beautiful. Somebody thinks you're very beautiful. All right, ending this reading, and it does not have to be romantic. Like, this could be like a family member or somebody. Yeah, you're unbothered. You're unbothered. You're unbothered. What did I just say? That says health concern in the reverse. Y'all better know if y'all don't know. The veil has been broken. The veil, I mean, I'm telling you, the veil has been lifted. It's been lifted. All right, you see past the facade. All right, y'all. I love you all. Peace. Like and subscribe.